Hey everyone, today's video is coming to you super late along with yesterday's video, which is also super late, and that is because today I woke up at about, 10 o'clock, 9:30, and I woke up to a message saying, are you free today? Which I replied, yes, I'm free, and then the reply was, I'm downstairs, and I was like, whoa, what? I had to get up, have a shower, brush my teeth, all in the space of like 2 minutes, and sort out Oscar, and then one of my friends came, and then later another friend came, and like everyone, they were here all day, and it's like now 11, no, it's nearly 1 a.m. So yeah, anyway, I was going to talk to you today about the hospital ordeal from yesterday. Oh my god. So yesterday what happened was, I already said there was like a tickling feeling in my ear, which was from the other day, and I went to the hospital. I waited from middle of the night, like 3 something, until 8 when they opened, and then in the meantime some homeless person, like a homeless woman, was talking to me for about an hour. Everyone was looking at me like, are you talking to that person? Who the hell is she? She was talking to me about all sorts of crazy stuff, you know, conspiracy theories and all sorts of nonsense. And yeah, at one point I felt like, is she tricking me? She's trying to ask me some kind of question that she wants me to answer in a certain way. So I was just like being really careful with what I was saying, just in case she was like, I don't know, some kind of spy or some weird thing. I don't know what the hell was going on. So yeah, so that happened. And then when I was waiting for the doctor, I got my ticket about 7 o'clock, and then I was waiting for the doctor. Even though I was so early, I wasn't the first one to be seen. I waited for like an hour and a half because there were other people who somehow got seen first. The waiting system and everything, the queuing system at the hospital is terrible. Terrible. Like, my name was on the screen, and then I thought, okay, so I can go now. Walked into the room, she's like, hey, I didn't call you, go back. And I was like, well, the announcement thing outside told me to go into the room, like, what the hell? So I was like, okay, I waited outside. And then they called the next name, and the next person went in. I was like, whoa, hang on. So I went in, I said, hey, my name disappeared from the screen. And someone was like, well, they called you and you didn't go. And I was thinking to myself, I was waiting, and they told me to go back outside. So it was, oh my god, it was a mess. I wasted about 40 minutes just from that nonsense, backwards and forwards, like people telling me to wait here and people telling me to go in. It's just like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, when I did end up inside, there were people who were behind me in the queue, or people who had also been told to go back and wait or whatever. And it was like, I paid for the VIP room, which was just like an open plan room, which was separated by like a separator, you know, like one of those things you can buy from anywhere, like a, you know, if you have like a dressing, like a place to get dressed in the corner of the bedroom or something, you can have like a, like, I don't know what you call it, a screen. It was, anyway, in the middle of the room it had like a zigzaggy screen to prevent like the other side from seeing this side, but it was open plan, you could hear everything, like I could hear everything that was on the other side. But not just that, the next 20 people in the line were waiting in the same room. They were just crushing in because the door was wide open, so the people who were next were just piling into the room. So I was sitting on the chair. I felt like I was at like a fairground, and everyone's like standing around watching what the doctor's doing to my ear. I was like, what the hell? But everyone was there watching me, looking at me. I was like looking left, looking right, and everyone's just there like, what's going on? And people are even talking to the doctor about what she's doing, like, hey, what's his problem? What's in his ear? What's happened? What's he talking about? What's he saying? I'm thinking to myself, Jesus, this is supposed to be the VIP room with a bit of privacy, please, thank you. But no, they were literally there the entire time, and I was like, you know, I was like this because someone had like a long thing going into my ear, and like she could see what she was doing because, you know, she has that magnifying glass with the, not magnifying, you want that light that the doctors have that shine in your ear with the, you can see through it and it makes everything bigger. Magnifying glass with the light, I don't know, that. So she's shining that through my ear, and everyone is watching, and some people are even like at the right angle so they can see what's happening. They're like, I'm thinking about, jeez, this is so embarrassing. And anyway, then she starts pulling and pulling. She has this, whatever, some tool that she can pull from my ear, and she's pulling the thing out. And I can feel like my ears are popping, you know, like you go to some high altitude, and it's like a suction, it's like, and my ear is popping. I'm like, because it was starting to hurt. and she's pulling. I was like, ah, and she's like, stop moving, and everyone's like telling me to stop moving. I'm like, who the hell are you? Anyway, when she pulled it out, it was like that kind of noise, that pop, massive pop, and my ear was like, oh my god. Anyway, she pulled it out. It's like a big ball of wax. I'm not convinced it was only wax, and this is what I'm going to get onto in a second, but it was a big ball, like a massive ball, like kind of bigger than my ear canal. It was like squishing its way out, because that's what suction was about. It's like, oh, it was so bad, massive ball of wax, and that came out. So I'm happy it came out. I'm not convinced that it's all good though, because I'm still feeling a little bit of that tickling sensation. I'm not sure what that's from, whether it's from, like, you know, the muscle memory, because that feeling was there before and now my ear feels like it's still there, or if actually I still do have a bug in my ear. So I'm gonna give it like a week or a few days or something until I can't handle it anymore, and then I'm gonna maybe go back again and get them to have a look real serious, another good look, now that there's no big ball of wax there. So that was my ordeal, and I didn't sleep at all on that day. I literally went to bed, I went to bed yesterday when I came home about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I didn't sleep straight away, but I went to bed like at that time, and I woke up this morning at about 9:30, 10 o'clock, which is when I saw my friend's message saying that she's right at the door. I was like, oh my god. So, whew, a tiring experience. So the good and bad things about the Chinese hospital: the bad thing is privacy. There is no privacy, and that's for whatever you are doing. It doesn't matter how intimate, it doesn't matter, because when Hillary was pregnant, they did procedures on her to check if she's pregnant. No privacy. People were there too, watching, and it was like open plan. So that happened. When she went to the dentist, it was an open plan thing with like 2 or 3 chairs in there, and all these people randomly just watching you get your mouth done. When the doctor's there, dentist is doing your mouth, all open plan. So that's a bad thing. The good thing is it happens all in one day. Sometimes. So I was lucky because I was there from literally like early hours of the morning, so I got seen about 10 o'clock, even though they opened at 8. So even though I was there from like 3, 4 in the morning, I still have to wait from 8 until 10 o'clock to be seen. So you imagine if you get there at 8, you're not going to be seen in the morning. You may not even be seen that day, you may be seen the next morning, which is horrible. So yeah, it cost me about £20 altogether. So yeah, whatever. But considering they did nothing really, they just looked in my ear, pulled the thing out, which is not really a procedure. Is that a procedure? Maybe it is, but whatever, £20. So the bad thing, privacy, no. The good thing, the speed, as in like you can get stuff done in a day. But also the bad thing is, like, it's not like the UK where you have an appointment, like I'll come back at this time on this day, so you can still plan your other stuff, you can still have a life. There here in China, you can't have a life. If you need to go to the hospital, cancel work for the week, because you never know. Maybe you go to the hospital today, you wait all day, and you have to come back in 3 days, or 2 days. You don't know, and your work may not be that flexible. Anyway, Oscar's just waking up now, so that's enough of my ordeal. Just thought I'd fill you in a little bit. I didn't do any like vlogging around the house today because I had like 2 different friends here and I had to sort of entertain, be the host. But yeah, that was what happened. But right now, even, I can still feel that sort of weird, horrible tickle in my ear. Today it was much better than before, as in much better than the day before yesterday, but I can still feel like a weird, horrible sensation. So I'm not convinced that the thing has gone, and the shape of that thing, I feel like it's too much of a circle. I feel like an insect has done that in my ear, like made a ball, and oh, it still feels horrible. So how long can things live in your ear if they are in your ear? Because like, I'm hoping this thing just dies, or I don't know. Oh, it's so scary, so scary. Don't think about it, but I can feel it. Oh my god. Anyway, that's all for today. Leaving it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day / night / whatever time you're watching this. Stay tuned, thumbs up, like the video, and blah 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 blah, all the things. Goodbye.